Alright folks, just wanted to drop in and just do a quick vid. Just a little heads up. Look past the illusion. Look past the entire illusion. If you realize that this is one giant puppet show, and you know the stuff I've shown you on the Vatican being a big snake, you know, the altar being a big dead sheep, the Statue of Liberty representing, you know, the moon goddess or the triple goddess, the triple moon goddess, standing on top of the Kelipot, the host body system. Let me show you some pictures. Here is the Statue of Liberty, which represents Mother Goddess, the enemy of God. That's what that represents. And she is standing on top of the hendecagram, which is the representative of the host body system. It's called the Kelipot. So she rules over the host body system. And then look, right in front of her is the bombing of the Twin Towers back when they were bombed on 9/11. You know, Revelation 9/11. They had a king over them, the angel of the bottomless pit. Who had a king over them? The locusts. The locusts from the pit. Remember I showed you the CIA challenge coin turns into a locust. Remember the Vatican, when you turn the human in a slave collar upside down, he turns into a locust coming out of the pit. So you have to look at things from this perspective to understand what's going on here in politics now. Okay, so you're watching Syria now, right? All of a sudden, Donald Trump is bombing the crap out of Syria with 59 Tomahawk missiles. I mean, something Obama couldn't get done. Now, get ready, because here comes the patsy of all patsies, okay? Donald Trump is, first of all, has the liberals freaked out of their minds that he's going to be the guy that brings about Armageddon, and they're going to turn against anyone that has any morals, which is what Donald Trump is supposed to stand for. But you have to look past the illusion. You have to look way past this illusion. Hang on. Sorry. You have to look far past the illusion. Let me show you. So let's just break it down real quick. Okay, now remember, the bombing of the Twin Towers right there was a representation of the two from the Garden of Eden, the twins, Cain and Abel, the cannibalistic system having fulfilled its cannibalistic destiny is a good way of putting it, I guess. Let me see. I'd like to be able to show you one of those images. Here we go. Okay, so here's an image of the bombing of the Twin Towers right here, see? Okay, now, this is identical to the Arch of Washington, which is right here. Okay, so if I take this $20 bill and I slide it right over here, this is the Arch of Washington. See, boom, with the Twin Towers burning under the arch. That's what this is. Now, don't forget, the Rockefellers made the U.S. currency. They also are the ones that are responsible for putting the Twin Towers right under the Arch of Washington. Now, you must understand this. It says on the Arch of Washington, it says, Exitus Acta Probat. Here, let me find it real quick. Here we go, right here. I want y'all to see this. See, on the Arch of Washington, right here, behind George Washington, it says Exitus Acta Probat. And that means the outcome justifies the deed. So what outcome justifies what deed? Well, watch. Okay, see, here's the Queen of Heaven ruling over the host body system. And they bomb the Twin Towers, which represent the two DNAs, the seed of the serpent, seed of the woman. And they're saying the outcome, which is the new host body. Let me see if I got this right here. Yeah, let me see. There we go. Here's the outcome that justifies the deed. This is the outcome right here. The one, the two, have become one. See how the queen is ruling over the two, the host body system, and now the two have become one. So on the Arch of Washington, where it says the outcome justifies the deed, that is alluding to that the outcome of getting the new race of beings justifies the Garden of Eden. By the way, the new race of beings is the ones that's coming out of the pit, the locust race. Now, Donald Trump, you have to understand this. Donald Trump is being used as the tip of the spear. Watch. Okay. Let me see. Here we go. Okay. Now, here's Donald Trump's logo. Watch. Now, see Donald Trump's logo right here? He has the spear coming through this triangle thing. I'll click on it. It's the same as the thing that's on Lady Gaga's dress. Look, let me show you. See Lady Gaga's dress right here and the spear coming through it? Okay, that represents the insertion of that DNA into a female host body, and that is the serpent on her dress. Well, Donald Trump's logo, his coat of arms, is this fist coming through, the representation of this. See the spear right there? Okay, now let's shrink this. Watch this. This is a female mother goddess. This is the eye. This is the eye. This is the mouth. These are horns right here. That's a horn. That's a horn. And this is the hair. I'm going to try and shrink it down now because it's going to be easier for y'all to see if I shrink it down. Watch. So this is the face of the Queen of Heaven, which is, I'm sorry, I got so many folders open. Let's see, which is this. Okay, you see, this is the Queen of Heaven right here. Don't call it the Statue of Liberty anymore. Call it the Queen of Heaven. Okay, so Donald Trump, goodness gracious, where'd it go? Here we go. Let me slide this way over here. Okay, so Donald Trump's logo, see the face, eye, mouth. She's got horns. This is the hair coming down. And this is the spear coming through, in victory. You know how he always raises his hand? Now watch, you've got to see this because the outcome justifies the deed. Now, here is the burning of the Twin Towers, which represents the two separate DNAs. Okay, now they've been destroyed. Okay, you see how it's an identical match? There the Twin Towers are underneath the arch. There the Twin Towers are underneath the arch. And it says right here, this is where it says it. Right here it says the outcome justifies the deed. Right behind Washington, right here. What outcome? The two becoming one. Now listen, Trump is being used as the tip of the spear. Now watch. Obama's coming back, guys. I guarantee it. Watch this. Now let me show you how Trump is fulfilling his role. Here we go. Watch this. This is a map of Manhattan. Okay, here we go. Now, here is the One World Freedom Tower. Here is the Washington Square Arch, the one you look through. And when you look through that thing, you see, when you look through that arch, you could see the Twin Towers. But now you see the One World Freedom Tower. Let's see, here you go, right here. So now, instead of seeing the Twin Towers through the arch, instead of seeing that, where it says the outcome justifies the deed right there, now you see the One World Freedom Tower where it says the outcome justifies the deed. This is the deed. This is the outcome. The two have become one. Now just keep watching. Let me show you where Donald Trump fits into this thing. This is amazing stuff. Okay, so now we have a new $100 bill. And here's what the new $100 bill shows on it. The new $100 bill, and we're going to look at the old currency in just a minute. The new $100 bill shows Manhattan getting nuked and water rushing between the buildings. Go watch the video I did called the $100 bill nuclear devastation. This literally shows buildings disintegrate. You know what? I'll probably pull it up. Just give me a minute. Okay, so anyway, so now we have a perfect storm because Donald Trump is a perfect patsy. Now he's attacked Syria. Now, when this nuke goes off in Manhattan, oh man, it's all Donald Trump's fault. And they'll take Donald Trump out, I can guarantee it. Let me show you what they put in all these movies. Here's that same arch. Watch. Here's the same arch, the Arch of Washington. The outcome justifies the deed. That's weird. Went to it. Here we go. Let's see. We'll do this one right here. There you go. See, look. See, there's the Arch of Washington. Right there. And all these movies with a tidal wave coming through the arch. This is what they're about to do. That's what's printed on the U.S. currency. Watch. Okay, so here's the $10 bill that shows a tidal wave coming over a 7-story building. Okay, that's gonna happen. That's Manhattan. Now watch this. And now the new bills are gonna play out. I told everybody this was coming. This is what I told everybody was coming. I said there's gonna be a tidal wave. It's gonna cover Manhattan. They're gonna knock out the Hoover Dam. It's printed on the $50 bill. There it is. Look at the water coming over the dam. That's one of the layers of ink. There it is, right there. Here's a $10 bill. Here's tidal wave coming over a 7-story building. All you got to do is draw a line right there. Right there, and this is the reflection of that building. This building's reflection in the water. Now watch. Let's go to, now here's the $100 bill. Here's what it's going to look like. Right there. Now let's go to the $100 bill. Okay, so here you go. So here's all these bombings printed on your money. Now they're going to come into play. And Donald Trump's going to be the guy. There's the federal building bombing in Oklahoma City. There's the Twin Towers. There's the $10 bill. There's the $100 bill with the water coming in between the buildings. Now, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Gonna have to go back. There we go. Just sit tight. Okay, we're gonna pull up a video real quick. Now, I'm gonna go back to Donald Trump here for a sec. Okay, so here's his logo. Look. What is it? You see the spear with the hand in victory, like holding the spear? He always does that. Now, Donald Trump is just another one of Lucifer's puppets. He doesn't know he's the tip of the spear. I mean, Satan is the god of this world. Do you understand? He's using him. He's using him. Now watch. Okay. Here we go. Part 1. Okay. Let me find. There we go. Now I want y'all to look at this. Here's the One World Freedom Tower. Here is the Arch of Washington that I just showed you. That shows right here. There's the Arch of Washington, right? And if you were looking through that on the other image, you could see that the One World Freedom Tower. I'm sorry, guys. There's so many windows open here. If you were looking through that, you could see the One World Freedom Tower now. The Twin Towers have been bombed. Previously, if you were looking through that, you would have seen the Twin Towers. Now you see the One World Freedom Tower. And now let me show you what you have. Now you have that arch right there looking at the One World Freedom Tower. Here's the Empire State Building that had Cali, remember? And here is Trump Tower number 4. You see it? Okay, now watch. Now remember, Trump's logo is the hand coming through, the representation of the female reproductive system holding the spear. Now look at Trump Tower. You see that? Trump is the tip of the spear, guys. Satan's using him. You see that? See that right there? That's at the end. That's at the end of that long line. Watch. So, there you go. This right here is at the end right here. That is right here. What's Trump's logo? That's what Satan's using him for. Now, let me show you something else. Y'all, I just showed you that on the Arch of Washington, we had on the Arch of Washington right here, it says the outcome justifies the deed. Exitus acta probat. That's what it says. Okay, well, let me show you a CIA, one of their badges. Exitus acta probat. The outcome justifies the deed. And it says veritatem cognoscere. It means know the truth. There it is. Okay, and y'all remember who are the CIA? Who are they? What runs the CIA? There's their CIA challenge coin, and you turn it upside down. Who do they serve? The locusts from the pit. And they had a king over them. Apollyon, 9/11. Get it? That's why all this stuff was done on 9/11. They bombed the Twin Towers on 9/11 because their king is the locust from the bottomless pit. The king, Queen of Heaven. There it is. You see, right there, CIA, locust. CIA, exitus acta probat. Gonna go backwards now. They, on 9/11, they bombed the Twin Towers. Let's see, here we go. 9/11, they bombed the Twin Towers. There you go. The Twin Towers bombed on 9/11, and it's a representation of the Arch of Titus. This is actually the Arch of Titus, which is the apotheosis of Titus, and this is a replica of the Arch of Titus called the Arch of Washington that says the outcome justifies the deed, which is the new race of beings, by converting all God's angels to food for the locusts from the pit. So, you really think Assad, here's one for you. You really think Assad was stupid enough to say, hey, I think I'm going to pick a primary target of a bunch of civilians, women and children sleeping, and I'm going to gas them. I'm going to sarin gas them all. That's crazy. That's insane. Why in the world would the leader of Syria, why would the leader of Syria go and kill a bunch of women and children? Like, that's not going to bring the house down on his head. That's insane. Well, the outcome justifies the deed. Who did it the last time? We know that the last time chemical weapons were used, they tried to blame it on Assad, and it was Obama and the CIA. Hello. Here it comes, folks. And the tip of the spear is Mr. Donald Trump right there. And it's his logo. By the way, let me show you something. You see this exitus acta probat, the outcome justifies the deed? You see the eye of the eagle there? Let me show you a little how cryptic these guys are. You see right there? Let's go right there. Oh, wow. Does that remind you of something? There it is. Look at the eye. Really? That's not an alien, is it? That's not the biohazard symbol, is it? No. See, you got to look past the illusion. Man, anyone that's watching the news and buying into the news, that's insane. The news is just total wag the dog. If you're watching the news and you're believing the news, you've missed the real picture. This is what's going on right here. Trump has been brought in as a patsy. He's the fall guy. That way, when it all goes down, when New York gets nuked, right here, let me show you. Here it is. I'm gonna show you the $10 bill, the $100 bill right next to water coming between the buildings in one of those movies. Here's the $100 bill. Look at that. And here's that movie the day after, whatever it was, whatever movie we took this from. See the building, see the water, see the building, see the water, see the building, water. There it is. This is a no-brainer. They're making their move now. Now Trump is being set up. So here it comes, guys. Let's see. I think if I can go back to this, let's see, $100 bill. Nuclear devastation. Okay, watch this. Here we go. These are people mirroring mine. A lot of people mirroring it. Let me see. I don't know if they Okay, here we go. Sit tight. Here we go. Now watch. I want to show you something. I'm gonna go back. Look. Here. Now watch this. Watch this scene here. Watch this. Out. There it is. Look at those 3 layers of ink. My God. I mean, how obvious is this? This is so obvious that you have to be blind not to see that. Look at it. The water. Look at the 3 layers of ink. You see those things disappearing? Okay, well, they're using Trump. Lucifer's using Trump to usher it all in. And then they can blame Trump, and then the liberals can go after anyone that supported Trump as being an enemy of God, enemy of the state, and then begins the Christian roundup and killing. So, but the bride of Christ is leaving. Revelation 3, a letter to the angel of the church of Philadelphia, Revelation 21. And I saw the new Jerusalem coming down out of heaven, adorned like a bride. Anyway, guys, listen, man, I've been so overloaded, I can't even explain how overloaded I am. I'm trying to get the video done, with Clay, the DVD, and I've got one thing after another, just too much stuff for one guy. But anyway, y'all sit tight. We're working on it. All right, God bless. That's water. I'm going to go back. Look. There it is. Now picture the water coming at you. Boom. Boom. There it is. Look at that. Wow. I mean, come on. Look. There it is. 1 layer of ink. Another layer of ink. Look at that. I'm going to actually stretch this. There it is. Trump's just a fall guy. See, Trump's just a fall guy. I'm sorry about that glitch. Now picture the water coming at you. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Devastation. See, there it is. It's going to precipitate that, which is on the new $100 bill. It's coming to New York. I guarantee it. I prophesied it in 2007. It's on the tin. The Hoover Dam also. So anyway, it's all coming, guys. It's all coming. Trump's the tip of the spear. All right. Yeah, sorry the folders were a little unorganized. I got so much data. It's crazy. I need to make some more concise folders, because I've got so much information. All right, God bless.